From MOCs to willow pumps, RVUs to blowouts. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, you're probably a physician mom, and this podcast is definitely for you. Welcome to Stethoscopes and Strollers. I'm Dr. Toya, an OBGYN and coach, and like you, I'm juggling life in scrubs with tantrums and timeouts. Here we get each other on a level no one else can. Conversations will be real and 100% unfiltered, so you might choose to listen while you're alone, or at least put in your AirPods. It's time to feel understood, supported, and a little less alone. Let's get into it. Hey doc, tell me, what do you want? What do you want in life? What do you see yourself doing in the future, 10 years from now, 5 years from now? Do you know what you want next week? Do you know what you want to do tomorrow? I think it is important for us to answer these questions for ourselves because not knowing leaves us without direction. So if you don't know what you want, you don't know what you want your life to look like in the future, you may end up just floating around, going through the motions without working towards anything. And this isn't to say you always have to be grinding and trying to get to the next thing and never being satisfied. But I do believe you have to have a vision, have this dream life, as I call it, that you are working towards. And if you already have it, congratulations, that is great. But if you do not feel that way, if you maybe feel stuck, you feel like this cannot be it. There must be more. This is not what I imagined my life would look like. Well, what did you imagine? Like, what do you want? When was the last time you thought about it? And I know what you're thinking. Like, bitch, I don't have time to think about it. I don't even have time to think about what I want to eat tonight. I know you do not have the time, the energy to think about this. And that is why it is one of my main goals to get you to prioritize your alone time so that you have the mental space, time, and energy to think about these things. Because it is only then when you can allow yourself the time to have expansive, fantastic thoughts about what your life could be that you will truly connect to what you want and be able to go for it. You need that direction. And you may be so bogged down in your day-to-day with the babies and the husband and the patients and the admin and the call and all the things that you may not even know that this is the problem. You may just have those feelings that I talked about before. Stuck. There must be more. All of those things. But you deserve to be connected to that inner desire, to at least know what it feels like to think about it. A client of mine listened to episode 7, Your Dream Life or Mine, and we were talking about it. And she said when she listened to me talk about my dream, she realized how similar it was to hers. And she got so excited, and I encouraged her to think about it more expansively and started giving her ideas about how it could become a reality for her. And she said that was the happiest that she had felt all week. Just from thinking about this dream life that she actually thought was impossible. She couldn't see how it could work, but just the thought of it made her feel so happy. And you can have that too. You may think that it will make you feel depressed because you know you can't achieve it, or it seems so far away. But we're taking baby steps here. The first thing is to connect to it. And to be able to connect to it, you have to give yourself the time to think about it. And to give yourself the time to think about it, you have to make some intentional choices about how you spend your time, what you're doing and what you're not doing. Are you going to say, I'm going to take a walk by myself? I'll be back in 10 minutes. Are you going to say, I need a minute? Don't bother me. I'm going upstairs. Are you going to go to the library? Are you like one of my friends that told me she uses doing the laundry for her alone time and quiet time? I have my own issues with that, but hey, baby steps, right? We just need that space and that time where you are not being questioned. You are not being asked anything. Nobody is hanging on to you. Nobody is drinking from you. Nobody is desiring sex from you. You can just be so that you can hear your own thoughts, not the grocery list, your actual own thoughts, and get connected so that you can start having those visions of that dream. And then we can figure out how to make it possible. But in this baby step, you just need to get the time to think about it. That's it. So I challenge you to make that time a priority, how much ever time it is, in whatever way where you can just think. And not just think, but dream expansively, wishfully, fantastically, without wondering how. The how is not important right now. What do you want? Do you want to practice in the way that you are currently practicing? Do you want to be in leadership? Do you want to live where you're living? Do you want to leave medicine? Do you want to do locums? Do you want to follow your long lost dream of being a dancer? Do you want to go and volunteer in a rural community on a reservation? What is your dream? Take the time to dream about what you want and feel the joy and excitement that comes with realizing what the dream looks like. So I want you, when you're done with that exercise, to share this episode with another physician mom who needs to have this experience. Let her know that we will be going into the next baby step, all in service of getting you towards that dream life. All you have to do is subscribe and listen every Wednesday for a new episode of Stethoscopes and Strollers. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you feel a little more seen and a lot less alone. If you love what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and drop us a 5-star review. They really make a big difference, and it helps other physician moms find us too. And share this episode with your friends. It's all about spreading the support and keeping the conversation going. See you on the next episode of Stethoscopes and Strollers.